think we're live? Question mark? Where's the video? Oh, we are. Fuck. Okay, we are live. Okay.
Do you want to text me back?
Yeah. Okay. That is so weird that it lags like that. I gotta hate that. Okay, we're just gonna... Oh, it's only got me on, so we can actually just watch it through here. That way it's like in real time. Oh. Okay, alright. Guys, we're gonna get started in like 2 seconds. We're just gonna get all the links, get everything like sorted out.
Mm-hmm.
This is typically... If you're watching this not live, then just skip forward. I'm gonna get this link. Look at that. Look how good this looks. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. Okay.
Cute.
Share. Put this. Text this to you. Guys, if you're in here, drop questions. We're doing a Q&A. We're doing all the things. It's going to be really fun.
No, it's just NFT about anything.
Yeah,
you wanna
about
know.
everything. We're actually not going to answer that many NFT questions. It's going to be more about, like,
Whoa,
stuff.
That was cool.
Huh? What? Oh, yeah, no, she's great. I bought a couple of her NFTs. What am I doing? Post this on
Sending you the
Instagram.
link?
I already sent it to you. Where's the thumbnail? Where's that thumbnail? Bear with us, fam. Bear with us. Bear with us. Live on. There has to be a better way to do this. Someone in the comments let us know how to do a live and not have to do all this stuff during the live, because I don't have the link until after, which makes no sense. But I don't know. Maybe someone can save us. YouTube channel right now. Okay. Live Q&A.
Cool.
I almost put love Q&A. That would have sucked. That would have fucking sucked. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Link. We're almost done. We almost got the links out.
Alright.
Almost. Ah. Fuck. That one. Boom. On Twitter. Retweet yours. And my Discord. Last one. Ah.
Yeah, this is having to do this during it.
Live on Sydney's YouTube. Okay.
Oh.
All right. 1 second. We're almost done. We got this. Everyone.
How do you see like the
Yes.
chat or?
So we'll have to watch it literally on my phone. Like, that's the worst part. Like, there's no good way to do it. Do you want to have it on your phone?
No,
I'll put it on mine.
We just need,
Yeah.
you know,
You're right.
it somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. A1's in the house. Are you answering questions from the Discord? Yes. You could schedule a tweet to go out at the time when you go live. The thing is, I don't have like the special link,
Until.
so I'm not exactly sure why that's a thing, but it is, I guess. Okay. Cool. Well. And then turn this off. Cool. Okay. Well, we're just gonna get started on the Q&A then, I guess.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's see what we
Let's
got.
do
Do you you had all your questions? Okay. All right. I always forget on lives that people are gonna watch this after. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, oh, there's only like 4 people in here. I'm like, what's the point of even like doing anything? But I'm like, oh wait, like they're listening live, and then like we just make it for them, and then people will watch later. Okay, so first question, we have a bunch of random questions, and we have some that are specific. I didn't actually screenshot who did each one, so I appreciate anyone who did, and Sydney also appreciates it. We got lots of questions. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right, first one. Do you want to choose one, or you just want to start from the top?
Start from top, so
Okay.
we hit them all.
Day in the life. What's your routine, typically?
My typical daily routine. I wake up early, like 5, and I read, I journal for like an hour, and then I go to the gym at like 6, workout, finish back, showered, eaten by like 8, and then
Insane.
and then yeah, I do whatever I'm doing for that day, whether it's video work, if I'm making content, I'm talking to everyone on Discord. I don't know, doing all the things.
What do you do like after like lunch? Do you just keep working all the time? Do you ever stop? Like, how does that work?
Yeah. Do you ever stop? Yeah, I start super early and I end kind of early, like doing stuff at like maybe 5 or 6, but then I just am talking to people and hang out in Twitter spaces and stuff till I go to sleep.
Yeah, and then mine, well, it's changed this week. because why is this so hard? It's like flipped for us. So like every time I do this way, it goes that way. So my routine is definitely a little bit different. It changed when I was here because I'm just on their schedule basically, and it just makes sense. And like now I'm getting tired of freaking 7 o'clock. I'm like ready to knock out, and so that's been interesting. So the last week or last few days has been me waking up at like 6 or 7, which has been crazy, and then yeah, getting tired, and usually falling asleep by like before midnight, well before midnight.
Oh yeah, I wake up at like 4:45, 5, and I go to sleep at like 9.
Old lady.
Yeah.
No, my typical schedule is I've been waking up around 8-ish back home. And so I'm about to go home tonight, actually, right? Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I go home tonight. I'll probably start a little bit earlier because I actually really liked the early mornings and I never got like my oomph to make it happen. And now that I can, I'm like, this is dope. You get way more hours in a day, so I like it. Do you have a morning routine?
I mean, yeah, kind of what I just said. I wake up, I journal, and I read for like an hour, and then I go to the gym, and come back, and make breakfast, and then start the day.
Is your room like not a good place to stream anything? We could go in that studio. Is that where you guys typically stream for a good like service and stuff?
Yeah.
Wanna do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I mean, I have no
I don't
idea.
see why that would be that different, but yeah, let's try it.
Oh, if it's not gonna be different, then let's just stay here. This is comfortable. Okay, Jakey G's in the house. Good to see you guys meet in real life. Yeah, it's been cool.
Wait, what did he say?
Good to see you meet in real life.
Oh. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
it's cool
super
meeting
cool.
meeting internet friends in real life.
Yeah, and we had that little NFT event, which was a small gathering, and it was cool as fuck actually. Just meeting a few people who understand NFTs, and we could kind of. It was weird though, because I'm not used to talking about NFT stuff with anyone. So even
In
you
person.
sometimes, I'm like, oh, so and so said this in Discord, but I'm like, that is such a nerdy thing to say. Because I'm like, we live on Discord, and we live on these like random social platforms and stuff. But oh wait, your thing.
I know.
Oh.
Sorry.
But yeah, so it was like kind of weird, and like I felt awkward at first, but then it was fine. You know, we're all doing this, and so yeah, it's just how it is.
It was fun. It was like you're meeting people that are like strangers, but you have so much in common because of both being in the space that like we all hung out and had so much fun. It was really cool.
It was really, really interesting.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. I tried to make a video. I know I told you guys to get pumped, and I was gonna make a really cool video, and it just didn't happen. I told you guys before, I suck at vlogging. Well, I'm good at vlogging, I just hate it. It's really not fun. So at some point, I'll turn to Gary Vee and I'll hire my own J-Rock, and he'll follow me around everywhere with a camera. And he can do all that, and I'll have an editor, but that'll be epic. That's just not going to happen anytime soon. Night routine. Do you have one?
Night routine. Not really.
No? Night routine?
I just smoke some weed and go to sleep.
Smoke some weed. Yeah, I don't know. I like finish my shit and then I lay down. I don't have a routine. No, I just kind of like go to sleep. I try and like multiple times in the day. This I guess would be more of like day in the life thing. I didn't even answer that question. Like my day in the life, I typically wake up. Like the first thing I do. This is gonna sound really stupid, but I go through my head things that I'm genuinely grateful for on a macro level, like being fucking alive and like waking up and being able to breathe. Like I don't know if you guys have ever done this. If you've always been sober your whole life, but if you've ever done any kind of thing that maybe shouldn't have been in your system, you get to kind of look at life in a different perspective. The DRUGS word, I don't know if we can say that on YouTube, or like on a live. And so when you like breathe really, really hard, or if you've meditated before or done manifestations and stuff like that, or yoga, you know how like powerful the breath is, like a full real breath. And so I usually do a couple of those to kind of just be like breathing in life, it feels like. So I usually do that almost every morning. And that's kind of like, that only takes 30 seconds. And then I typically pull up my notes app and I write down like 5 or 6 things that I'm just happy to just be living and having these things in my life, like friends, family, like whatever it is. And so I think that's actually really important. I do that every single day, literally every single day. Even if it's the same shit, depends on what it is. I might be saying like, you need to work, like it might be different depending on the day, but yeah, typically that. And then I do YouTube videos, I interact with people, I talk, I do Twitter. I usually have some kind of meeting or some kind of like thing with someone else, which is crazy. Because I remember a few months ago, people would be like, oh, I have a meeting like every day. And I was like, you guys are dweebs. Like, who are you meeting with? But now like I have like a few meetings here and I'm like, oh fuck, this is kind of cool. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm pretty much on like all the time. Like it's really hard to sometimes separate work. And so walks are saving me. I go on walks once or twice a day with my doggy. And
cute.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, just like do a bunch of online stuff. I film like 1 to 2 videos every single day. It's my favorite thing on planet Earth. It's my favorite thing on planet Earth to film videos. Favorite kind of food?
Favorite kind of food? Asian food. I like soupy stuff with rice. So like curries and all that.
Yeah, that
stuff.
first thing you made that first night, she made some kind of curry thing.
Salmon and kale curry.
Oh, God, that was so good. That was so good. Oh,
I like to cook.
What's the best? What are some
Wait,
best
what are
tips?
yours? What's your favorite food?
Oh,
you have to answer this.
Fuck, I keep forgetting. Chipotle is probably my favorite food, to be totally honest. Chipotle, or my favorite food. Why didn't I think of this answer when I like saw the question? Probably Chipotle. If it's homemade. Am I really gonna say curry? Not, I mean, it was like my mom's curry. It's like Indian, so it's a little bit different, but it's curry. Curry is just so good. I'm half Japanese, so I love that kind of food.
Yeah.
And so that's why we picked that the first day when I saw that. We were going to make salmon burgers and we didn't. And then someone just asked, Xavier Chandri, what are the best tips for someone starting NFTs? Before we answer that question, if you're in the chat right now, go and come out of the chat and click the like button. Click the like button, click the like button, click the like button. Okay, best tips for starting NFTs.
For starting NFTs, I would just say spend a lot of time in the space. Hop in Twitter Spaces, hop in Discords, just learn, start connecting with other NFT artists and creators and just people in the space. And don't rush. Don't think just because a bunch of people are putting out collections that you have to right away. I think it's smart to just learn and kind of soak up all the information before you kind of dive straight in. What would you say?
That's the only tip for anyone starting NFTs, just to get more and more used to it. I just said in our last video, pretend you're in Chuck E. Cheese land or Blackbeard's Cove or anything where you exchange your money for tokens. You got to get good at playing the games and being in that world. Yeah. Like basically I just pretend like, okay, I think I have to be the best Chuck E. Cheese player ever. And that's kind of how I look at NFTs. Like, I just want to be the most woke and just like walk around and be like, I know how to do that. I know how to do that. I know what this works. I know that. And that's how I kind of look at NFTs. He says, thanks. Follow the big guys and join some Discords. Let's go. Hell yeah. Love that. Do you do any kind of meditation or manifestations?
Yes, I do. I love to meditate. I don't do guided. I mean, I have done guided meditations a lot. I've done things like Yoga Nidra, which is pretty much like an hour-long guided meditation, and you like leave your body. It's really powerful and beautiful. But most of the time when I meditate by myself, I just sit in silence, and I don't do much guided stuff. I kind of started with that, and then it was like a helpful tool at the start to like kind of learn and get comfortable with meditating, and then I found like it kind of was distracting once I could just do it. Yeah, I
agree 100%. I was literally going to say that before you said it, and I was like, wait, she's definitely going to say it. Yeah, no, I think everyone for the most part starts with guided meditations until you hit a point where you're like, I don't need this. You know, it's kind of like everyone in NFT land when they first start, you're in like 75 Discords, and then after a few months you're like, wait, I only need to be in like 10.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of one of those things, you just kind of chip away at it and you get better and you just don't need it, and you find what works for you. Like for me, I don't need to sit for 15 to an hour meditating. I need a moment. I need like one minute kind of thing to like sit and just stare at like fucking nothing basically and just like breathe, and it feels like the earth pauses. Like it feels like time actually pauses. And that took like 8 months of me working on that. When I was in my car, I was by my fucking self, so I didn't have anything else to do anyway. So just like sit there and practice that every day. I have a YouTube podcast that I made in Harvard Yard, and I talked about it. I was like, the key to like literally unlocking this world is to be in control of your mind. Like if you're not in control of your mind, you're always at the mercy of your mind. And that day I decided, I was like, this has to be my number one goal, to get control of this, and it's the most important thing, and it's been the catalyst to like everything that I've done.
Yeah, we've been talking about meditation a bit in the Deep Thoughts channel of my Discord, and something that I mentioned in there that really helps is just knowing that meditation is a practice. I call it the practice of meditation because you can never master it. You're never like the best at meditation. You can just do it. It's an ongoing practice, and just like practicing anything, it gets so much easier. Like, I know so many people's main thing is they're like, well, when I start to meditate, I sit down and my thoughts are going crazy and I can't do it. And it's like, well, what's the beautiful thing about meditation is it's not supposed to be you're just sitting there and not having thoughts. That's not what meditation is.
Yeah.
Like meditation is being able to sit there and make a distance between yourself and your thoughts, and almost be able to witness your thoughts as like clouds floating by, and you're not attaching to them, you're just noticing that they're there.
Yeah.
And when you practice that over and over and over again, you'll start to get comfortable just being that presence behind your thoughts and not engaging with your thoughts. And then the more you practice it, the more those thoughts become farther and farther away until they're gone, and until you can sit there and just be consciousness and just experience that presence. And it takes time. Like, it can take months and years, and that's why it's a practice. But it's beautiful, and it's the most rewarding practice ever.
Yeah, it's pretty much spot on right there. There's nothing to add to that. Yeah, pretty much. How can you get the complete opposite, just the other side of the world here? How can you get started working in social media? You want me to go?
Yeah. I was like,
how can you get started? You just make videos. Like, that's probably the easiest way. Like, I got a full-time job for making a YouTube video called Questions I Have for Space Apes, I think. And Space Apes NFT reached out and said, let's work together. And that's what happened for me. And I mean, I just made lots of YouTube videos. I've made every video ever, basically, on all platforms. And I just did until I got, like, good at something. And then I found a niche that I could learn stuff about. And then, as you guys saw with my YouTube channel, I started reviewing projects and learning about NFTs and, like, actually knowing things. And then realizing that I know enough things to start, like, being not a trendsetter, but, like, calling things before they happen instead of following the herd all the time. And so once you're kind of comfortable, you can do the things that were hard a few months ago easily. Now you can make YouTube really easily. You can talk in front of a camera easily. Now you kind of clear space on your plate to, like, learn something that's actually valuable. And so, but it's going to take a little bit of time of you learning and then getting good at it. And then once you got something to offer, that's when job offers come in. That's when partnerships happen.
Yeah, so I guess I didn't know exactly what the question was. If you want to be, like, a content creator, you just have to start. Just like you said, start experimenting, making videos about lots of different things until you find your niche. I was the same way. I made videos, all different types of videos, started with, like, mindset, then went to travel vlogs, and then went to, like, behind the scenes video production stuff. And just kind of got to do it until you find something that hits. Yeah, and you're
probably not going to know what you're going to get. Some people, like, think they're going to do this and that turns into something else. I never thought I would actually be a YouTuber ever in my life. I just thought maybe I could get a job working in social media and just be ready to pivot if someone offers, like, hey, like, the other day I got a consult offer, and I was like, wait, I never even thought about doing consult. And I was like, wait, this is dope. And I was like, oh, okay. And so, like, that kind of thing can happen. You might get a consult call thinking you were going to be a TikToker, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm a consult guy now, and you do that for a little bit. But, like, for me, I just say, like, go and just do the thing. Like, whatever you get, just take it, and just, even if you have to work for free, like, I worked for free for a long time for many different things just to get good. And I think people talk shit about that, and they're like, no, you know your worth. And I'm like, you got to earn your worth first. Like, what are you talking about? And so that's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah. Expect to not make money for a long time.
Yeah, a long time. We go way in depth. We made 2 exceptional fucking videos, if I say so myself. They're going to go on the channel, her channel and my channel, on tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. And so one of them is a part 1, one's a part 2. Part 1 will be on my channel, part 2 will be on hers.
Yeah.
So, what is it like meeting in real life?
Why did you say it like that?
It was like,
I don't know, it was cool.
Yeah, let's leave it there. It's cool. Interesting. Okay, what was the event like? We talked about that sort of, but we can talk about more.
Yeah, it was cool. It was super small and low-key. Everyone there was just super chill. We all had lots to talk about. It was just cool, like, being in person, talking about all this stuff. Yeah. Yeah,
it was dope. We met one. He's in the chat right now. We got to hang out with him. Give him some stuff. We were chatting. It was really, really fun. It was so crazy how, at first, like, I was a little bit, I wasn't really nervous, but I just didn't know what to expect. And then when one walked up, I was like, oh, sweet, he's just a normal dude. Like, he just walked up, like any normal guy. We just start talking. I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, we've talked so much that I feel comfortable just chatting with him. Yeah. And that was really, really fun for me. And so that was, like, one of my favorite parts, like, hanging out and meeting someone who, like, really, like, respects you and, like, is down for you and, like, wants to, like, do whatever. Like, it's just cool meeting people in the same place that you're doing stuff. And so, yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Let's hop in the comments. Is there anything here? Meditation like art. Felt lost in NFTs at first, but we kept learning. Where y'all from? Where you from?
Northern California.
Jobin, where y'all from? Thanks for your question. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, but I've been living in Colorado for a little bit, and looks like I'm gonna stay there for a little bit, I think. I'm not sure yet though. Your videos are literally so good. I follow you on Instagram. So helpful. I'm 17. Just start researching your videos on crypto to a lot of help. Damn.
That's awesome.
Say Savior?
Say thank you.
It's to you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's talking to you.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you. Or Never mind. Okay. Celebrity crush. You got one? You don't even watch movies.
Yeah, no.
Nerd. Okay. Celebrity crush. Alexandra Daddario for sure, or Emma Watson. Oh my God, Emma Watson's.
Yeah, I don't watch celebrities to know.
Are you dating?
No.
Sorry, guys. Explain old tats.
Each other?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just meant each other.
We're like, oh yeah, of course we are. No. Explain old tattoos. You want to explain yours first?
Explain.
Or just like go over them really quick. We don't have to go super in depth on them.
Oh, just what they are?
Yeah.
I have a little moon. I have an X and a lightning bolt and a lotus flower and a little star on my arm right here. And then a tattoo that says angel.
Love it.
And then I have a vine.
That's a cool one. I love that one.
They all have meanings, but they're way too deep to get into.
We'll probably make honestly, I'm going to make a full video on it. You probably will too at some point. I'm sure that'll come up.
Once I'm like covered, yeah. That'll be fun.
Once we're covered. Yeah, I'm going to get the rest of my sleeve finished. So I have the... It's kind of hard to... Wait, which way? I'm going this way. So this is St. Michael. Fuck, I can't even like... Wow, that was just...
You're not going to be able to see it.
Yeah, okay, so this is St. Michael killing Lucifer. It's like the scene from the whatever. I liked the scene, and I get it to remind myself that if that battle were to have actually happened, which it likely didn't unless the Bible is completely literally true, it was just more of like an important, crazy, historic battle that for me it's like a reminder that most shit is not that level of important to where it's like actually matters, you know? And so a lot of shit is just bullshit. Like almost everything is bullshit. And it's a real reminder for me. It didn't start like that. When I got it, I made that up and I told people that's what it was and it wasn't, but now it is. And then I have the Joyage tattoos for my brand. And so I got this like a few months before I left on my trip, and I just said, fuck it, I'm just going to get tattoos on my finger so I can't get a 9-to-5 job. I pretty much rule out every job doing that. I've been denied many applications because of my tattoos. Like literally they're like, oh yeah, sorry, we don't care about anything else.
What's so weird meeting him was I said the exact same thing. I started getting my hands tattooed when I was 16 because I was like, fuck the corporate entities. I want to make sure I never am accepted for a job that doesn't support artistic expression. Like I was like, I want all those people to turn me down for the rest of my life, and I want to make sure I keep that. So I was like, I'm tattooing my hands first. Yeah. Obviously they're little. I'm gonna get a lot more, but it's just weird that that's what I said and you had the same reasoning, which was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. And plus, like the reason I did that is because I'm a typical. I grew up in like a typical white person household, medium income, like all the typical shit, and I didn't have to work that hard, in the sense that like I could have gotten a 9-to-5 job. I had a college degree, like it would have been fine, and I was working as like a restaurant server, like every other college kid in America, and I was just like, man, this sucks. Like I don't want to do this, and if I don't back myself into a corner now, I'm never gonna do anything crazy. And also one thing that was huge was I wanted to be on Impulsive, Logan Paul's podcast, and I knew I would never get invited to that if I didn't do something historic. And I was like, okay, so I need to literally change the fucking world so that I'm invited onto these podcasts. I want to be on Rogan, Impact Theory. I can't do that unless I've done something revolutionary. So that was a huge goal of mine. So
hell yeah.
And I don't think I have any more. Oh, I have a mushroom right here. Shout out Bailey for that. My sister's friend did that. She's gonna be a tattoo artist one day, hopefully. Will the sunglasses be ever be anything, like in any way? If you guys don't know, I wear these like crazy green sunglasses with a tortilla on it. They look ridiculous. They're great for shock value for thumbnails. Will they ever be anything? I assume that means in some kind of NFT related thing, maybe like an access token. Probably. There will probably be some way, shape, or form there. I don't know. It's perfect for my custom avatars. When NFT projects make an avatar of me, they can just easily just put the glasses on and like, boom, that's me. And so that's fun. And so, yeah, but I do think the sunglasses will have some type of function within the Joyish Kingdom. And I don't think there will be more than like 10. Like, I think it'll be very, very, very exclusive. I haven't decided on what it could be because that's literally so far away. I don't even want to speculate. But I do think that because I've been through multiple meetings now where I was asked, hey, you have to wear those sunglasses? And I'm just like, yeah. And they're just like, okay, it's fine. And yeah, I just think it's become part of the brand. And so it's funny. Okay. Dye your hair?
Do I dye it?
Would you dye your hair?
Yeah.
Would you like it like this?
Well, I do dye. Well, technically, I bleach it. You mean like a color?
Would you dye any other color?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where would you go?
Purple. Sure.
Pink.
Purple. I've had pink
Blue.
before.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I'm very chill with hair. Like, I cut it off all the time. Like, I don't know. It grows. Like, I'll do lots of crazy shit with it. Yeah.
Dye my hair? I would definitely dye my hair. I wouldn't cut my hair. I mean, I would cut it, but,
Really?
like, I wouldn't really go... Like, this is about as long as I'll go. For my hair, I don't really want to get longer than this.
Would you cut it short again?
I would never go back to short.
Never.
I mean, obviously, like, I don't know if, like, ever, but, like, I like the long hair. I've always liked long hair. It just took too long, so I just never did it growing up. The awkward stage was too painful for me. But now that I have it, I love the flow, dude. It feels like I feel way more like myself with it. So now I understand when girls cry and they would like break up, but they get in a breakup, you know, and like everyone's like, oh my God, girls always get a haircut like after thing. And like, dude, I made a promise to myself. I will never, ever let my hair be like any kind of anything in that situation because I love my hair so much. Self-care routine. Do you have anything like that?
Self-care routine. I'd say I go to yoga, which is it's like a nice self-care thing. When I'm there, I'm like not focusing on absolutely anyone. My thought is only on my breath and being in that moment, in that practice. So that really helps a lot. I like to journal. I paint. Yeah.
Cool.
Some self-care stuff. What about you?
Turtleneck Pro says you have to wear those shades because your future's so bright.
Fuck yeah.
I love that. Thank you. Hell yeah, that's 100% right. What was the question? Self-care routine. For me, my self-care routine is I need to make a video pretty much if I don't make a video or record something with somebody, even if it's a stream or a live, I'll go crazy. I'll be like, oh, I need to, like, I love recording videos. It's my favorite thing to do. I've wanted to be I want to be a YouTuber since 2009. Like 2009, I've wanted to be a YouTuber and I am now. And so I'm like, I'm not burnt out. Like, I'm just going to keep going. Like, it's so much fun. Like, I'm kind of like Mr. Beast, and not comparing myself to Mr. Beast, but like, I'm just saying, like, in a last interview, he was like, I just love making YouTube videos. It's so fun. That's all I want to do when I wake up. And that's kind of how I think about it. And so for me, like, I have to keep myself sane by recording videos, doing stuff. And then also the walk, I have to go on a walk every day. If I don't, I'll literally go nuts. And so me and my dog just walk around. I always take a moment out of every walk to stop, like literally stop at a bench and just sit there for a second, sober or high. I just do it. And it is the most amazing moment of every day for me, is that little 1 to 5 minutes typically is when I sit there, because my dog's fucking ADHD and she won't let me sit for longer than that. She's a Jack Russell. And so, yeah, that's what I do. Self-care routine is probably... And then I also drink a gallon of water every day. I bought one of those big gallons because I didn't drink enough water, and now I drink all the water.
That's important. Don't sleep on water.
Yeah, don't sleep on water.
If you're having any issues, it's probably water.
Honestly, yeah, you should start with... If you think your life's not working, you can change small things like going on an extra walk for 2 miles or getting some extra water. Like, that stuff will actually change your life.
Yeah.
What's your next NFT set? What's your next NFT set coming, Sydney?
When is it coming?
What is it? What's it going to be?
I don't have an exact date. Right now I'm working on making stuff for my current holders, which I really want to get out before I'm releasing anything new. Matt and I are making fun stuff, but we're making it all ourselves, like with our 2 hands, which is so fun, but it's just takes a long time, and we're learning. And
you should make a video. Are you going to make a video about that? Like behind the scenes stuff, you think?
Yeah.
It's cool, guys. It's cool. Being in that studio, there's so much shit happening.
Maybe making yours will make a video, because then we can like send it to you, and then you can unbox it.
Yeah. I'm getting a custom jacket because I own all 3 of the Genesis collection stuff. So I'm happy. Yeah. What's the next NFT set coming for me? So I have a photography set coming that's not just a photography set. There's going to be multiple different aspects to it. I don't want it to be like a crazy avatar PFP massive project. That's not what this next one is. That'll be at some point way later down the line when I have like unlimited money kind of thing. I don't want to do something unless I have funds and I can pay people and I can actually make something work, because I have stupid high standards for what I'm going to do, and I won't accept anything other than that. And so I need to have money to do that. I have to have funding. I have to have all the things ready to go. I'm not going to rely on a mint launch to have all the money. I think that's fucking preposterous. I think that's so stupid. That's like going into that's like taking a loan for like $100,000 when you have no fucking money. It's like, that is dumb, in my opinion. And so that's what I want to do. But this next NFT project will have mix of music, animation, maybe some artistic stuff, some photography. There's going to be a lot of things in this next set. It's going to be cool. It's going to be very cool. There will be special utility depending on which collection you buy from. Each collection will have its own part, and each photo in each collection will have its own piece. And so I don't think they'll be like any better than the others. It'll just be different. So depending on what you want, yeah. And so I don't think it'll really matter if you hold one of my NFTs in a few years. I think you'll be happy.
Okay.
The last project I invested in. Artist or project.
The last Brooklyn NFT, Cade's. I
Yeah.
got hers yesterday.
I think that's probably my last one too. Yeah, I bought Katie's as well to support her as an artist. I'm trying to think of who I invested in as a project. I'm thinking about dropping a lot of money on an apostle from the biopills. I'm just gonna let you guys know I might do that because I have an unclaimed pill and key that I don't ever want to claim, and so I want to be the only holder in the entire earth with one last pill unclaimed and one key unclaimed, meaning I'll have to buy an apostle likely off the secondary, but the one I want is like $2,000. I'm just like, do I really need this NFT or can I wait until it dips? But then it's like, will it dip? And it's like, ooh, and so I'm not sure. My emotions are getting into it. So yeah, we'll see. I think that's the last one I've invested. I haven't invested into a project in a while, honestly. Like I haven't seen much good shit. I've just been waiting. I've been waiting for the bear market to come. When that happens, I will be picking up a few. You guys probably know which NFTs I'm talking about. I talk about them on my YouTube channel, on my Twitter, and my Discord. You guys ask me, and I'm not like shy to talk about it.
Yeah, and I pretty much just buy artists NFTs, not so much any big project stuff.
Yeah, because you're choosing like a little bit of a different thing than I'm doing. Like I'm in content creation about NFT world. She's in NFT art specifically and create content about that and like raising artists and stuff like that. So it's a little bit different, but physical art utility tied to your NFTs. I kind of answered mine, but did you answer yours?
In terms of me,
Yeah.
I want to add just a lot of. I just want to add stuff to like getting my NFTs. So I have ideas of doing a cool one-of-one NFT that comes in like a giant digital frame that you can like display other NFTs, doing things like custom like merch for, if you have this NFT, you're the only one that gets like this specific hoodie or something like that.
Yeah.
Doing like, I love making them an access key to doing stuff. Like Matt and I have so many ideas. Like we want to put on like shows and like be able to have like picture like a crazy like music show somewhere cool that like all of the collectors have tickets and access to that we could stream and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've both got ideas like that. Just like I have the thing for access for me is I want my it works for both of ours, but since my photography collection is like a black and white photo, right? It would look badass as fuck to have a physical access card that's like plated in like something, maybe it's just like glass or plastic or something, but having that as legit like access key to where I want to be able to do things like buy a fucking mansion in Hawaii and have a free Airbnb for all my holders. I want to do things like you can get into this club in like the most crazy fucking area just by literally showing them your access key. Like I want to have that kind of crazy in real world stuff because I think NFT metaverse access will be cool, but I don't think people I think people are sleeping on in real world like actual functionality because that'll get a way like bigger range of people, more money, more eyes, I think. And so that's what I think. But I mean, it's gonna have both.
And it's fun to meet, these people that you connect with online in person. Like that doesn't compare to anything.
Yeah, we definitely learned that when you meet someone online for a long time. It takes a little bit of time you have to relearn who they are. Like they're not the same as their digital person. Like it's a different thing, and so like it takes a little bit of time and that's just Anyways, the OpenSea or SoulSea for buying NFTs, buying our NFTs. So mine's on OpenSea still.
Mine's on SoulSea.
Yeah. So my next collection might be on SoulSea then. I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh.
We have 2 questions left, unless there's any more in the chat. Let me see if there's any in the chat right now. Hello from Indonesia. Fire. No clue what NFT is. I'm just here because you seem like a really nice person, Sydney.
Aww.
Look at that. From Anchor.
Thank you, Anchor.
Fire. That's very nice.
I'm a nice person.
Okay. Yes, it was like... Cool. Okay. 2 questions left, unless you have some more. Have you seen a UFO?
I have not. Have you?
Fuck yeah, I've seen an UFO. What do you mean? Everywhere.
Okay.
UFOs? I've seen them so many times when I was traveling. I was in my car, traveling like across the country. For people who don't, I guess this is my channel, so I guess you probably wouldn't know. But I did a 6-month road trip, which I called the Joy Age, which is what my NFT collection's called. And during my 6 month of traveling, living in my car, like going from the southeast all the way to the Pacific Northwest in Washington State, I saw many a things, and I saw many a sketchy things in the space, in the stars. There was some really weird shit that I've seen out. It really is out there, like by like Vegas and stuff like that, like in the out in the open, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nevada, like weird shit up in the sky to the point where one time I was sitting on my car. It was like, must have been like 11 o'clock at night, pitch black. You could see the entire starry night, and I was lying on my car, and I remember seeing like all these like 3 or 4 like really bright lights come together really quick, and they swoop together, and then I was like, whoa, holy shit. And then it literally flew above me, like right above me. And the amount of times I've thought to myself, I wanted to get abducted by aliens just because I wanted to see what it's like, and I want to know if it's bullshit. And to be underneath what I thought could have been a UFO, I have never been so scared in my life. I was shaking. I couldn't move. I was paralyzed. And I was like, wait a fucking second. Am I being paralyzed right now? Like, is this what's happening? Am I about to be abducted? Gosh. And I literally thought I was going to die or something. And it was very, very terrifying. But at the same time, I was like, let's fucking go. But it was horrifying. But that wasn't like my only experience. I've seen a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know if it's UFOs, but I don't have another explanation. So
That's
U.S.
crazy.
Government, help us out.
That's crazy. I have not had any of those experiences, unfortunately.
Any other questions on that side? We have one down here left.
Thoughts on Machine Gun Kelly?
On MGK, I think he's cool, I guess. His music's fine.
Dating Megan Fox?
Yeah. It's fine, I guess, whatever. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't know about
His music's alright. I don't know. I don't like listen to it exclusively. College. Have you been to college?
Yeah, I went to Santa Barbara City College, got my AA. I was about to transfer to UCSB, the 4-year in Santa Barbara. But then COVID happened and I lost my job and dropped out and started a business instead.
Fine. Yeah, mine was a little bit different. I did college sports for a year, blew out both my knees, so then I went and just finished college. I got a public health degree. Haven't used it, knew I wasn't going to use it. I just I needed a degree, and I was like, okay, that whatever I can do, that'll get me to graduate in 4 years on time, because I took a nursing. My nursing was my first year, and then I did computer science, and so I was like, okay, well, there's like 3 degrees I can get that won't require an extra year. So I did public health. I knew I wasn't going to use it, and so I just wanted to finish it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I haven't really... I mean, I learned a bunch of stuff from college, like how to talk to people. Like, we were talking about that last night with Matt, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think you learned in college?
In actual college... Honestly, school was such... Because I went to a junior college, school was such a small part of my life when I moved to Santa Barbara. I worked at a couple restaurants downtown, and that, I feel like, is where I learned so much of just how to talk to people, how... Just, it gave me so much confidence. Like, you have to walk up to a group of strangers and get their attention and tell them to shut up, be quiet, and listen to you. And you meeting hundreds and hundreds of new people every single day, you get so used to introducing yourself, being confident, being fun. Like, obviously, the funner you are, the nicer you are, the more money you make. So, yeah, I feel like I learned so much and grew so much as a person in that job. And then school, I mean, I liked my time there a lot. I learned fun stuff. Yeah,
it's like a lot of transferable skills you can get from college. Because it's more like being in college and just trying to like make it alive. Like, you just learn how to navigate situations that are fucking weird and awkward, and like you're like, what the hell would I have done if I hadn't been in college and experienced this in like a very like structured, like a, I guess, safe-ish. It's not really that safe, to be honest, but like...
Oh my God, so many people died in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, no, college is actually kind of fucked. They literally lie about everything. I've worked in... I don't want to say this.
They do. They cover up...
They lie about a bunch of shit. Colleges lie about a bunch of shit. There's a lot of sketchy stuff that happens that kind of flies under the radar that I know because I've worked in colleges.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of stats that if they came out and people talked about them more, colleges would be absolutely fucked. So there's a lot of really, really scary statistics actually about college, about safety of people in college that I didn't think about until I started working, and I actually got to see some of these stats, and I was like, oh my God, there's like assaults happening every 4th day, and it's like one out of 4 people has been assaulted.
And they don't, like...
Or 3 even?
They don't tell anyone. When kids overdose, they keep it under the table. They don't tell people. My neighbor overdosed, and she, like, no one knew. Like, they just, like, literally swept it under the rug, and any time someone talked about it, like, they would just cover it up. It was so sketchy.
It's tough, because I understand... Because, like, you want people to come to the college, and that's, like, obviously not the only thing happening in college, but I still think it's wrong to not have it all out there.
Be educated on what you're going into so you can be safe and make better decisions.
Well, parents think, like, for example, my parents were like, college is safer, and I was like, No, it's literally not.
Like,
I was like, it's literally not safer than going to get a job in some random place. It's the same.
Yeah.
And so.
No, it's worse.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, what are things I've learned in college besides that? I also learned in college how to stand up for myself. I guess a couple times. There's just a couple situations where I had to, like, put on my big boy shoes and do something kind of scary, and I'm kind of glad I had that experience, even though I'll never be in a setting like a fraternity party ever again in my life. But if I ever was, I'd be good, I guess. And then
I thought you were talking about like talking to a professor or something. You were talking about
I can't remember if I ever tried to. Once or twice I tried to see if I could do something with a teacher or a professor in either high school or college. I don't want to specify, but I never mind.
Again, that's not what I thought you were talking about.
I succeeded. I'm not gonna give any details, but I tried something in college or high school once, college or high school, and it was dope. It was cool.
Oh my gosh,
but
tell me that story.
I'll tell you later. Does life get any better after high school? Oh my fucking god!
Oh
yes.
my god!
Oh my god!
Sweetheart, whoever you are in high school,
Anchor.
Life gets so much better. I was so sad in high school. I was not who I am today. I was so sheltered. I was such a shell of who I was supposed to be because I was just mirroring everyone around me because I didn't know that I could be myself and that it was safe to be myself. And literally the second I graduated college, everything in my life changed and I got exponentially happier. So, yes, things get so much better after high school.
Yeah, high school, you're figuring out who you are, you're trying to fit in, and for me, like, it's like a self-confidence builder. It's just like level 2. Like, you just got to get through level 2 to get to level 3, to get to level 4, so that you can look back and go, damn, I did a lot of stuff I didn't have to do back in level 2, but I guess now I know this, and so now you can kind of use that to build your self-esteem. And for me, the moment I stopped living for expectations and I made a whole YouTube video about this, but I was going to get this job that I didn't want to do because I felt like I had to. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm just not going to do it. Let's just see what happens. And I literally just said no, took the trip instead. And literally my life opened up the moment I did that. Like the moment I did that. And I think I don't feel scared to say that because taking a leap of faith will help you no matter what. Even if you lose or even if you get fucked. You learn something that you never in your life could have learned. It's like opening a door and seeing what's inside. But like you can't know what's inside unless you actually open the door. If you just think about opening the door, you'll never actually know. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how I think about it.
Yeah.
And then we got one last question. Go to fast food joint.
Chipotle. It's like the only place we go. If
Chipotle.
we're on road trips or something.
That Chipotle was fucking amazing, by the way.
Yeah, we had Chipotle the other night.
Yeah, Chipotle was fire. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much that. We're going to wrap up the Q&A there. I appreciate everyone watching. I feel this is your channel. Sorry about that.
I did too. Yeah, this was fun. I liked answering not NFT questions for a bit. Yeah, thank you guys for everyone who asked a question and came to hang out.
Make sure you're subscribing. Subscribe to her channel. Subscribe to my channel if you want. Like the video. Share the video.